Buckeye fans are not taking this loss to the team up north lightly. Fans began lining up to watch that game around 7 this morning, and of course they were filled with energy. They say that energy was taken away from them in the second half.
And there's 2 flags now thrown as the officials gather in a meeting at the 10-yard line.
But really, all set up by that defensive 3 and out.
Ladies and gentlemen, Wolverine Nation, the long drought is over.
And I think that both the universities have had an ascension into college football, into the top of college football, not like 2 other institutions. To the seriousness of this rivalry and how seriously we take it.
Well, what do you know? Michigan versus Ohio State lived up to the hype this year. Actually, I'm just kidding. Michigan completely destroyed Ohio State in blowout fashion for the 2nd straight year in a row. Now, after the game, the rematch talk started immediately. I mean, darn right, who wouldn't want to see the Buckeyes and the Wolverines going at each other again for a national championship? Oh my gosh, that would be amazing. I mean, to be totally honest with you, I wanted to see Michigan versus USC, but USC lost to Utah in the Pacific 12 championship game. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of reasons why Michigan and Ohio State are going to run it back again in the national championship game. But before we begin, as usual, it will really help out a lot if you take a quick second to hit that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel for the YouTube algorithm. It helps out tremendously. And as a thank you, here's a picture of Elon Musk carrying a bathroom sink at Twitter headquarters. Thank you again, and back to the video. For the 4th time in 9 seasons, the college football playoffs will feature 2 teams from the same conference. You have number 2, the Michigan Wolverines, my team, and you have the number 4 Ohio State Buckeyes. Now, this happened before. Alabama and Georgia have done it twice before. Basically, they had an all-SEC national championship in 2018 and in 2022. But, you know, first things first, Michigan and Ohio State, they got to take care of business in the Peach and the Fiesta Bowls. Now, if they both win, it would lead to a rematch of Michigan's 45-23 butt whooping in Ohio State's home. Now, this will be the first ever playoff matchup between the 2 big team heavyweights. Now, listen to what Ohio State head coach Ryan Day had to say during his press conference. It would be historic to have that opportunity. Now, to say that we haven't thought about that, of course we have. Everybody's thought about that. But of course, it would be crazy for Michigan or Ohio State to put too much thought into this because the defending national champions, the Georgia Bulldogs, and the 3rd-ranked TCU team, they're going to have something to say about that. There's the second reason why I believe that Michigan and Ohio State, they're going to run it back. I'll give you 17 million reasons why. Now, the last time these 2 teams played each other a few weeks ago, 17 million people tuned in. Now, the game is going to be hosted by ESPN, and I'm certainly sure ESPN wouldn't mind having a repeat. It would be the first time in the history of the Michigan-Ohio State rivalry that they played twice in the same season. And this rivalry will go down as one of the best moments of college football's greatest rivalries. Now, the ratings, the fans, both schools, and the betting community will all be thrilled to see this become a reality. Now, the big question is, will Michigan win the national championship? Well, they could, but here's the hardcore truth. Sure, Michigan beat down Ohio State and they won the Big Ten, but they aren't done. Despite several blowout wins and most games not even being close, we still haven't really seen Michigan pull a full, complete game together. Now, that says a lot because even though the win at Ohio State was total domination, we haven't seen the Wolverines play up to their potential. Now, that's a scary thought for the 1 or maybe 2 games they have left. Now, this Michigan squad, they're tough and they have very high expectations. This year compared to last year, they have no fear in playing against the other heavyweight teams because they believe that they're the best team. One of 2 things will happen. Either Ohio State coach will lose to Michigan for a 3rd straight time, basically confirming the fears of Buckeye fans who already feel like the rivalry and domination is shifting under their feet, or Ohio State will spoil Michigan's best shot at a national championship in a long time and get payback for the past 2 losses to Michigan. Either way, this is going to be fireworks. Grab your popcorn and let the best team win. It's been 25 years since the last national championship in Ann Arbor. I think it's time for another one.